For ACUsports.com, I'm Grant Boone as we talk some Wildcats softball here with head coach Bobby Reeves and freshman pitcher Hannah Null. Hannah coming off a 10-strikeout complete game shutout of Prairie View A&M on Sunday. It had been a little bit of a frustrating weekend, I know, for your team. Tell me about bouncing back and getting the win on Sunday.
Well, we just we hit it for the games in the past, and we had a long talk before the game, went to a devotional, and then we just got into talking about softball and everything, and we decided that we need to play because we want to play, and so that's what we did, and it just kind of worked out for us.
It did work out. Give me a sense of how the adjustment period has been for you. You were a terrific player on a really good Flower Mound Marcus team in high school, but I guess there's always the question, how will any player make the adjustment up a level from high school to the collegiate level? How's it been for you? What have been the surprises, the challenges?
Well, the hitting is much different. Facing batters that can hit anything you throw, and you can't you can't just try and overpower everyone. You have to locate your pitches, and me and Coach Reeves have worked on that a lot. And that was probably the biggest thing I've had to change, because I always felt like my speed would get me through, but it's not going to. It's like they can hit that, so you have to have backups, and that becomes more important.
Interesting thought, learning to pitch rather than just to throw, right? Tell me about the blending in as a team. I know you've got Courtney Flannery, a former Flower Mound Marcus player in her own right, and learning a lot of new fellow players.
I think we all mesh really well together. I've never been on a team that everyone likes everyone, that we all really, I think we all hold each other accountable, and we all make each other better players, and I've never been on a team like that, so I feel very fortunate to be.
Great. Well, a great start so far. Coach, let's talk about Hannah. You've been talking about her for over a year now and what you felt like she could do. Now you're watching her do it. She's one of only a couple of players in the entire Southland Conference with more strikeouts than innings pitched. She's getting it done as a freshman. Tell us about what you've seen.
You know, Hannah's done a great job. You know, like she talked about, when we first came in, we had to really work on locating our pitches and really using our off speed, you know, to benefit what we needed to do. But each game she goes out, she gets better, and that tells me that she's committed to what she wants to accomplish and what we want to accomplish, and I look for great things out of her.
You know, that's an adjustment players in every sport have to make. You get basketball players who dominated the high school level, then they get to college, and everybody was the best player on their team in high school. Not everyone can make that adjustment, though. She's clearly doing something that not everyone can do, isn't she?
Oh, very much so. You know, it's especially from the pitching standpoint.
Yeah.
You know, every hit on every team is, you know, that we face are all number threes and number fours from where they come from. So all the way down 1 through 9, they can hit. You know, and it's an adjustment, and it's using your ability and what you do the best to throw them off and get them to where they're not comfortable. You know, and you know, you might even get them out on one pitch, and then the next time around you got to get them out on something else. So it's but she's done a great job with that. She has really bought into the system and just does a great job, great work ethic.
You have a little bit of a homecoming coming up this weekend as you go back to Lubbock, where you coached for many years. You're going to play a weekend full of games. I mean, a lot of competition. You'll see some Southland Conference foes up there. You'll also see Texas Tech. What do you expect to see this weekend? You
know, they're all great teams. Southern may have struggled just a little bit. I really hadn't looked at their record, but Sam Houston is real good. We played them this last weekend. You know, they were picked 2 or 3, I think, in our conference. They can really swing the bat, and then of course Texas Tech's going to be good too. You know, we just want to go up there and continue to improve. You know, we kind of got off to a slow start, but we're improving each game, and you know, and if we can come out of there with 2 or 3 wins, you know, we're going to have a good weekend, and that's kind of, you know, and if we come out with 5, then I'll just be excited. But you know, putting things in perspective, we just want to get better each day, each week, and I think we will be this week.
All right, big weekend coming up in Lubbock as ACU plays a tournament hosted by Texas Tech. For Coach Bobby Reeves and for the freshman pitcher, Hannah Null, I'm Grant Boone for ACUsports.com.